Hello, my name is Nicholas Barty, and I'm a senior studying Technical and Applied Studies, and today I'll be presenting the style analysis and text reflection for TS 4110. On the agenda today, we'll be talking about the book, the assessment itself, my results, and what I think about those results. So the book is based on the philosophies of David Murrow, which was an industrial psychologist sometime in the 1900s that created a philosophy to classify individuals into 4 different groups based off of their characteristics. The goal of the assessment is to help you better understand the ways in which you as an individual work and interact with others. Each style is presented in a way to help you understand how to identify the different styles when you're out amongst people and gauge how you should respond in certain situations. And so for that assessment and those different styles, there are 2 main measurable components that go into that, and those 2 are assertiveness and responsiveness. Assertiveness is how much other people are likely to see someone's behavior as being forceful or directive. Often these people use vigorous gestures, have intense eye contact, move quickly, take more risks, they're more confrontational, but they're not limited to just these. People who exhibit responsiveness are those who display their feelings and demonstrate an awareness for those feelings and for the feelings of others. People who are responsive usually have characteristics like they don't usually disclose their feelings, they appear more reserved, they use a lot less facial expressions and voice inflections, they prefer logic, structure, and the facts. Various combinations can be made with both of these, both assertiveness and responsiveness, and it results in the 4 different styles. The first style I'm going to talk about is the analytical style. Analyticals are those people who are considered to be less assertive and less responsive. These people are detail and task-oriented. They have high standards, are methodical, they're well organized, and usually are willing to take calculated risks. Drivers are the people who are more assertive and less responsive. Drivers are fast-paced, action-oriented. They're very quick to decide. They have good time management. They focus on results, use forceful gestures, and are loud. Amiables are people who are less assertive and more responsive. Amiables are also people-oriented. They're very welcoming. They listen first and talk later. They prefer smaller groups. They oftentimes speak softly, and they prefer not to take risks. Expressives, on the other hand, are those who are assertive, more responsive. Expressives are very action-oriented, high energy, and this higher energy translates into them being constantly in motion, always on the go. Expressives are creative, verbally fluent, and they prefer working in groups. Expressives are very animated. So for the assessment itself, it provides you with a pair of statements, and you mark which one you're more likely to do in real life, and then your answers are scored and categorized based on how many of those statements are alike, in the sense of you have less assertive, more assertive, less responsive, and more responsive. My results is that I'm considered a driver, an analytical driver. 3 of my answers were less assertive, 6 were more, 8 were less responsive, and 1 was more responsive. So what do I think about these results? I personally agree with them. I believe that this assessment is it's not designed to provide an in-depth analysis of my personality. However, it is very accurate in the sense of it does measure some of the ways that I interact with other people, and it's pretty accurate. I can see some of the characteristics of a driver in myself every day. I can see characteristics of expressives, amiables, and analyticals in my friends. And what I've done is, after reading this book, I've gone in my daily interactions, I've spoken to my friends and asked them certain questions to see how they respond. And I think that the ability to analyze them from that perspective is very helpful, because it allows me to tailor my responses and speech to who they are or how I believe they will and they will perceive what I say. And so that wraps up the assignment. I would like to say thank you, and I appreciate you listening. You have a good day.